Hey fam, welcome back to Tari's Lifestyle and Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how to prevent delays or how to avoid delays in your UK visa application process. But before I go on, if this is your first time of coming to my channel and you like videos like this, then you're very welcome. I would like to special welcome you to my channel, but please subscribe, turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. Okay, like I said before, today we're talking about how to actually prevent or avoid delays when it comes to your UK visa application process. And I'm doing these videos because I've seen so many people asking me questions in my comment sections, and even friends, people I know, asking me about the processing time and also how they can get their processing of their visa application fast forwarded or make it faster and all sorts like that. So I thought I would come and just talk about it. And the first thing I'm going to say is, for every visa category, we know that the UK visa has different categories. We have the student visa, we have visiting visa, we have a graduate visa, we have spouse visa, we have so many care worker visas, so many different kinds of visas. For each of these visa category, there's a specified processing time. Okay, so some of them will be 3 weeks, some of them will be 6 weeks, some of them will be 12 weeks, some of them are 6 months. Okay, so depending on what visa category you are applying for, there is actually a specific processing time frame for it. Okay, however, what we're seeing is that a lot of people's visas are being delayed longer than the actual processing time, and there are a number of reasons for this, and I've done a lot of videos about the reasons why UK visas are delayed. Obviously, the first one was due to COVID, due to backlog, because of Ukrainian refugees, visas that were being processed and all of that. And the time frame for processing visas was actually double, but now they're trying to go back to the normal processing. So really, your visa application should be within the processing time that is specified for that visa category. So why again would your visa be delayed? Okay, just like I said, there are other reasons. Okay, in order to avoid your visa being delayed, one of the things you want to make sure is that you are eligible for the visa that you are applying for the visa type that you're applying for. Say for instance, if you're applying for a student visa, one of the criteria is that you are over 18 to apply for an adult student visa. Okay, if you are less than 18, there are other visas that you can apply for if you want to come and study as a student. There are other visa categories, but for an adult student visa, you need to be over 18. If you're applying for a spouse visa, for instance, you need to be in a relationship with someone that's a British citizen or someone that has an indefinite stay in the UK and stuff like that. So there are specific categories. So if you're coming through the graduate route, you have to have certain criteria. So what you want to make sure, first of all, is that you are eligible for that visa type that you've applied for. Okay, the second thing, which I think is really important, is that you have the required documentation. Okay, so what you want to do is go onto the website, the gov.uk website. Every information you need will be on the gov.uk website. You want to go there and find out what is required for me if I want to apply for this visa. What documents do I need to provide? Okay, so what do I need to provide for this visa? Say for instance, I'm applying for a student visa. What do I need? Okay, so if you go to the gov.uk website, it will tell you need a confirmation of acceptance, which is your CAS, confirmation of acceptance to study, which is your CAS. You need money in your bank account. You need a few other things that you will need, maybe your results, proof of English language, and things like that. So those are the documentation, the requirements for you to be successful in that application. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that you have a document to corroborate those evidence that you're wanting to show. Okay, so it's really important. If you're applying for a spouse visa, as another example, you want to make sure that you have proof of your relationship, maybe marriage certificate, proof of communication, and all of that. So you want to have the required documents to be able to apply for that visa, so that your visa can be processed, so that it will be straightforward. Okay, and many times some people submit applications and they don't submit the required documents, and because the Home Office thinks that their application is genuine, they would ask them for more documentation. Bearing in mind that for the Home Office, they have at least 2 weeks response time for their email. So if they've asked you for documentation, it might take them another 2 weeks to get to to your email that you send them with the documents, and then take a couple more weeks for them to process and things like that. So that will just cause delays. Okay, and in some cases they might just refuse the visa completely. Okay, so it's really important that we make sure that, one, we meet the criteria, because if we don't meet the criteria, again, the Home Office will say, okay, can we have proof that you actually meet this criteria? And again, that will be further delay. And if you meet the criteria, you want to make sure that you have all the documents that you need. Okay, and I always say, if you're comfortable to do this application yourself, then go ahead and do it. If for any reason you feel like, you know what, I'm not comfortable to make this application myself, then speak to an immigration advisor or immigration solicitor to help you and tell you what you need for this application to be successful. So it's really important that we do that. Make sure we get it right the first time, because when the Home Office starts asking you for information for this, send us this document, send us that document, it causes further delay. Okay, and also if you want to travel, say in March next year, you want to make sure that you start preparing and putting your application on time, so that you're not under a lot of pressure, so much pressure for your visa to be released to you. Okay, so it's really important that we have the right documentation if we want our visas to be processed within the required time frame. Okay, so these are just two very important points I thought I'll bring to you, because a lot of people's visas are being delayed because they haven't provided the right documentation, or because they are not eligible for this visa category that they have applied for. Okay, I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel. Subscription is free, okay, if you haven't already and done so. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.